All right, let's get right into it. We're going to talk about something that everybody goes through, but nobody really likes to talk about, and that's failure. But here's the thing. What if we've been looking at it completely wrong? What if your biggest setbacks could actually become your greatest source of fuel? Let's just start with a cold, hard truth. This isn't a maybe. It's not a what if. It is an absolute 100% guarantee. At some point in your life, you are going to fall. It happens to everyone, no exceptions. And when it happens, man, that feeling is just brutal, isn't it? You feel pathetic. You call yourself a loser. You feel lower than dirt. It's this raw, ugly feeling, and it's completely normal to feel that way when you're down on the mat. So this brings us to our first big idea. The fall is simply inevitable. It's not some personal flaw you have, it's just part of the game. And honestly, it means you're in some pretty incredible company. I mean, just think about it for a second. Before you, kings have been toppled from their thrones. Champions have been knocked out cold. Absolute legends have hit rock bottom. History is just one long story of the greatest people we know getting knocked down. So remember whose footsteps you're really walking in. Okay, now for the second principle. And this is probably the most important thing we're going to talk about. See, falling down, that's just an event. It happens to you. But losing is a choice. That's a decision that you make. So let's just throw out the old definition of losing. You only truly lose at the exact moment you decide to give up the fight. You lose when you turn and run. You lose when you let go of your dream. See the difference? It's not the fall that defines the loss. It's the choice not to get back up. This right here is the mindset that changes the entire game. Let this one sink in. I never lose, I either win or I learn. With this thinking, there's no such thing as failure. Every outcome is useful. You either get the victory or you get the lesson. It's a win-win. And this lays out that mental shift perfectly. Over on the left, you've got the old way of thinking. Falling means I lost, this failure is the end of the road, and that makes me a loser. But look at the right. The new mindset says, only quitting is losing. This failure is just a lesson, which makes me a learner. So the real question is, which column are you living in right now? Okay, so we know it's a choice. But what actually gives you the strength to make that choice? To get back up when every part of you wants to stay down? Well, that brings us to principle number 3. Your engine. And that engine is your dream. You ever wonder why the most successful people seem to have this almost superhuman resilience? I mean, they don't just bounce back from one failure, or 10, or 100. They are fully prepared to face 1,000, maybe even 1,000,000 potential failures. What on earth could be worth that kind of punishment? Let's just ask it straight up. After getting knocked down again and again and again, after all that pain and all that disappointment, what is that internal fire that keeps them coming back for more? Why don't they just quit? And here's the answer. It's actually incredibly simple, but it's everything. They don't quit because their desire to see that dream become real is just stronger than the pain of any one failure. That dream is the non-negotiable. It's the reason they get up every single time. I love this way of thinking about it. Your dreams aren't just goals. They're like stars. They're your guiding light in the dark. Now, you got to keep your feet on the ground, right? Dealing with the reality of the struggle, but you never, ever take your eyes off those stars. And that brings us to our fourth principle, a totally new way of looking at failure itself. Once you have that dream as your engine, you can start to reframe what a setback even is. It's no longer this terrifying thing to be avoided at all costs. It's a tool. It's something you can use. You know that old saying, failure is not an option? Let's flip that. Failure isn't the outcome. It's the experience. It's a data point. It's just a necessary, messy, but crucial part of growing and getting where you want to go. So what does this experience actually look like? It's this simple 4-step comeback process. Step 1, you fall. Okay, it happens. Step 2, you learn. You figure out why you fell. Step 3, you rise, but you're not the same. You're stronger because you have that new knowledge. And step 4, you charge again, smarter and tougher than you were before. See? It's not a breakdown, it's a blueprint for building a better you. It's a famous phrase for a reason. right? It's the absolute core of this whole process. Every single time you survive a fall and you get back on your feet, you literally get stronger. Every setback is a direct deposit into your resilience account. So, we've got the mindset, we've got the process. Now for the only thing that actually matters, the action. It's time to get up. And your comeback, it doesn't start tomorrow. It starts right here, right now. People are going to look at your dream, at that star you're chasing, and they're going to tell you you're crazy. They'll say it's too big, that you can't do it. The only question you ever have to answer is, do you believe them or do you believe in your dream? So this is it. This is the moment. It doesn't matter what you're facing. It doesn't matter how many times you've been knocked down. Stand up. Get up now. Do it for you. Do it for your dream. And let's end on this final, really powerful idea. Maybe the purpose of falling isn't to end up on the ground. Maybe you fall specifically to create the opportunity to rise up even higher than where you started. The fall isn't the end, it's the launch pad. The only question is, what are you going to do with it?